Hello, my most amazing pre-K artists. Today we are going to create an abstract work of art. That means it's not going to really be a picture of anything. We're just going to use our elements of art, line and color, to create a beautiful piece of artwork. So you are going to take your oil pastel and you are going to draw lines on your paper. And a line is a point that moves. So I can pick whatever color I want. Let's see, I'm gonna get green here. And I'm gonna put it on the paper. That's a point, okay? But that's not really a line. That would be a very short line, but a point that moves. So that's a line, okay? Now the line ends when I pick up my oil pastel. So I could put another point. That was a straight line. And I could do a zigzag line. So lines can go in different directions. Now I might get another color and I put a point on my paper. And what if I have a loopy line? That one's pretty cool. And what if I just have a line that starts and does all kinds of things? Maybe a curvy line. So I'm going to draw about 4 or 5 very long lines on my paper. And then I'm going to paint. So I could paint in my different sections, or I could just paint all the way across. That's up to you. But if you remember from last week, we have to wake up our paint. So we're going to use the water, and I'm going to say, what color do I want to use? I think I want to use yellow. And I'm going to wake it up, okay? And I'm going to roll my brush like a ballerina on her tippy toes in there several times. About 20 times. And then I can paint. I can paint in those sections, or I can just paint around. Let's say I want to paint in my little sections first and see what that looks like. Just paint a few sections yellow. And then I may wake up another color. All right. So I'm going to rinse out my brush. And now I think I'm going to wake up pink. Roll my brush in there, and maybe I want to paint over a section, so that's okay too. Remember, you can paint right over your oil pastel lines. Get more paint when your brush gets scratchy, and get more water as well. So I could paint over my oil pastel lines too. Okay. All right, you can paint all the way off the edge because your messy mat will catch the mess. All right, now let me see. I think I'm going to wake up a new color. Maybe I will wake up orange. Now this orange looks like it doesn't have very much in it, but if I roll my brush like a ballerina on her tippy toes around the edge, I can pick up that orange paint that I can see. All right, and I'm just going to paint in some sections. I like it better to paint in my sections, but you can do this however you like. All right, I'm just going to continue painting as long as I have time, and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm finished. All right, I think I'm finished. It's okay to leave some white spaces. One thing that you don't want to do is you don't want to paint a bunch of colors on top of each other. So if you notice, I painted my orange here, my yellow here, my pink here, my purple here. I didn't paint purple on top of my orange because that might make a brown muddy color. So try to keep your colors separate. All right, have fun.